Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Valecast. I am your host, Simmo, or James Simpson. Simmo's fine. It's been what I've been known as for the last 10 years. Today, I'm joined by Callum, the commercial director at our club, Deveronvale. I am the new head of media, and I'm going to be talking to you today a little bit about what we are going to be bringing you over the next coming seasons. This is brought to you by Motive Offshore Group. How are you doing today, Callum?
Yeah, I'm good, Simmo, mate. I'm good. Yeah, no, delighted to have you to join up with the club. Yeah, I hope you know what you've let yourself in for. That's for sure. So, but no,
I hope
very,
you
very
know.
excited to have you on board. And lots of great ideas that obviously we'll talk about tonight. And yeah, an opportunity for the supporters to just kind of find out a wee bit more about about you as a person and your football interests and things like that. But yeah, as I say, delighted to have you on board with us.
I can't tell you how happy I am to be here. And what I want to get across to the supporters of Devonvale is that over the next season they can expect to have Valecast every Thursday at 7 p.m. We're going to set the supporters a target. If we can get 200 subscribers on YouTube, we will do a live show that you could tune into every Thursday at 7 p.m. You can interact with us. In our case, you'll be able to interact with the manager, the players, ask your question, get your points across. I want to make it crystal clear that this is your show, and we're here to facilitate it for you, and that's why we're here. And we're really looking forward to it. So 200 subscribers, the quicker we get there, the quicker we can bring you a great live show that you can tune into every single week. Until then, it'll just be pre-recorded, me and Callum. Sometimes the players and the managers will be involved in the staff. And we'll be here every week to give you news on Deveronvale as well. Just before I come to you, Callum, to give a quick update of where we are at the club, I just want to let you know that it won't just be Valecast. When we can get back on the training ground, when we're back playing, you can expect player and manager interviews, post-match and pre-match interviews that you can all access online. It'll all be free. And you can expect the odd interview for our new players and landmark points of the season as well. We hope we can bring you a lot of good stuff that you can consume online, obviously brought free to you all. So make sure you follow us on all the socials. We're on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube so you don't miss out on anything. Callum, where are we as a club? Obviously, it's been a strange year, and it's going to be a challenging couple of months. But things are looking up.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, no denying it's been a year like no other. For not just for the football club, but for a lot of the businesses and the great hotels and restaurants, everything like that around Banff. It has been quite a challenging year, to put it mildly. And we've obviously seen that not just as a football club, but as a league and a sport in general. So yeah, I mean, since we last spoke, and we had Craig on at the start of the year on the first episode of Valecast. Since then, obviously, we all know the 2020-21 season was called to a very early end after 3 league games. We've had some new contracts for some of the existing players at the club. So I know the likes of Aaron Hamilton and Kev Adams have signed new deals, and there's a few more that have done the same. We were delighted to be joining up with the community club for the BT Sport interview that happened a few weeks ago now on the Grassroots Football Show. Tremendous feedback for the community club, and we had our club captain Ross obviously was on there and spoke really, really well, as did some of the younger players too. So that's been a real positive over the last couple of months, is seeing that kind of exposure for the community club and obviously for the football club as well. We have had one piece, I suppose, of kind of sadder news, I suppose, with Colin Charlesworth moving on from the club and moving over to Huntly, and we wish him all the best, obviously, at his new club, and with his recovery from injury once he's able to get his surgery in place. So Coco goes absolutely with the best wishes of everybody associated with the club. And aside from that, apart from your arrival as well, that's kind of been about it over the last wee while. There's a few things going on behind the scenes that we're working on, both from a footballing side and kind of commercial side of things. Like many, we await the dates of when the season 2021-22 may start, so that we can start planning the pre-season activities and things like that. But at this point in time, that is where we're at.
I know, and I'm just glad things are actually on the up. we have like a dawn in sight. I can't wait for Island League to come back. We spoke to Craig last week, didn't we? And I know for a fact that he cannot wait to get the football started again, get the boys in a training pitch, and get going for what I hope is going to be a great season for us.
That's the thing. And he's had quite the baptism into the management position.
Baptism of fire.
Well, hardly any fire, to be honest. There's been no fire for him. It's been an interesting one where you get your management position, and obviously we've had Michael Morrison come in as assistant manager, and we've just not had a chance to do anything yet. So I think as fans of the club, first and foremost, I'm desperate to see the team back onto the park and desperate to get back up to Princess Royal myself. But yeah, I think from their point of view, they'll just be, absolutely desperate to get back onto the training pitch, start putting their own ideas across, and hopefully have a Vale team that's challenging near the upper reaches of the table. So yeah, exciting times ahead, that's for sure.
Judging by talking to Craig, it definitely seems in a positive mind state of being able to. He is ambitious and stuff like that. I think it's been a difficult job to come into in the middle of all this with so much uncertainty. Credit to him for maintaining the positive attitude, and I know for a fact that will project onto the players.
Definitely. And I mean the majority of the playing squad, for next season is as it was this season, so it's Craig's job, I suppose, to find a different way of motivating these guys, so there's no doubt that there's talent in the ranks, and it's just about making sure that you can see that happening on the pitch. So yeah, I think it's gearing up to be it's exciting getting back to football first and foremost. I think everybody is just gagging to get back down to support the team. But if we can see some good results and good performances on the pitch as well, then that's positive steps for the future.
Definitely. Do we have any more news about friendlies? I know the club is really trying its best to get something to bring the fans. Do we have anything coming up, or anything we can give a wee hint to the fans?
I don't think there's too much planned. I mean, obviously with the the very recent relaxation of some of the restrictions and things like that, it does give us a wee bit more optimism in terms of starting to plan ahead. I think, until we get dates from the league and I suppose from the wider kind of SFA, I suppose, around what the next season is going to look like, then, that's when we'll be able to start fully planning what's going to be happening. Even just day one of pre-season training is still to be confirmed. So at this stage there's nothing in the diary just yet, but I know Craig will be very keen to get a few fixtures arranged, and hopefully as competitive as possible as well, those friendlies, to really kind of test the boys before we get back into the swing of things, hopefully. Over summer, late summer is what we're kind of hoping for at the moment, for a start date for the league. But until such time, obviously, as that's confirmed and announced, then we're just kind of sitting waiting for that news, same as everyone else, I suppose. So yeah, unfortunately, nothing concrete just yet, but lots of plans going ahead, that's for sure, both on the park and off of it as well. We're looking at what kind of things we need to have a return to the ground. I think even if we move into tier 0 or the equivalent of normality at some point over the summer, I think there will still be some restrictions or some kind of activities that we need to have in place to keep everybody safe when they do come to support the club. So yeah, lots of things going on behind the scenes as well as on the pitch.
We are working really hard, aren't we, to bring you some football, hopefully as soon as we possibly can. Within reasonable, with the safety precautions set out by the league. Unfortunately, we can't bring you too much more on top of that. This is really just an update video to let you know where we are as a club, and we are obviously doing our very best. And I hope that we can give you something to enjoy every week. And as soon as we can get back to being on the training ground and bringing you friendlies, and then eventually into the start of the season, which I can't wait for, bringing you content on a much more regular basis than just once a week. Anything to add to the supporters, Callum?
I think I would echo your earlier comments, Simmo. That this show, this club is for you. This everything that this club stands for is our supporters are there for, and we can't have a successful club without a fan base. So we really want to make sure that whatever our offerings are, whether it is through Valecast or future videos and interviews and things like that, that, it's really what you want. So, please do get in touch with us. Let us know what you like, what you don't like, what kind of things you'd like to see. We're in a kind of a very fortunate position now with Simmo coming in as head of media, that we've got somebody that will be dedicated to providing that content. So whether it's videos from training, behind the scenes goings on, whatever it is you want to see, just let us know, because ultimately we're doing this for you. So that's we want you to enjoy this show, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Again, I can't echo that. So 200 subscribers, we'll bring you a live show. You can interact with us and the players and staff live. Hopefully at some point that's something we'll be able to bring you. The link to the documentary that Deveronvale and the community club were included in will be down in the description. Make sure you give it a watch. It's such a good watch. You see a lot of other clubs that are scaled round about the same size of Deveronvale, and how they impact in the communities is a really good watch. It's about 40 minutes and it's free on YouTube as well. So make sure you go check that out. We will be back with a much more substantial episode next week, but hopefully we might have some news for you. Unfortunately, the way things go, we might not. We might just be talking about the season coming and how things. But you will have an update as well. Is what we're trying to do.
We're committed to, even when there's no football to be watched, other than what you might get to see on the telly at the moment, we're committed to giving you this content on a regular basis. Obviously we tested the water with the interview with Craig at the start of the year, so and that was well received, on the whole by the supporters group. So yeah, really keen to bring this back, and now having Simmo in place, to help with that is going to be a big boost to our efforts there. So. But really for to the supporters, as I say, let us know what you're wanting us to cover, and we'll cover it for you. Whether that's in a live stream in the future, or just in these kind of pre-recorded interviews as well. Then you know where we are if you want to speak to us. Yeah.
Lovely. Okay, we will see you next week, Thursday at 7 p.m. Cheery bye.